Hello, welcome back. It's me. This was a little awkward if you were expecting anyone other than me. But if you were, I apologize. I'm in a weird mood, if we can't tell. But I want to film, because I have ideas. Once again, I filmed this video, and this is now another refilm. But I want to get something out there for this week. I made my last video, introduction. I don't know how long I'll keep introducing myself, but so hi, my name is Kalista. I'm a freshman in college, and basically majority of my recent life has been struggling with my mental health, and so this channel is basically me getting my life back together and explaining how I'm doing it, and so maybe it'll help someone in some way, the way that I've kind of wanted to see someone get their life back together and kind of just get hope from that. So yeah, that's what I'm here doing. Enjoy my little stuffed animals in the back. They're so cute. Anyway, so my last video, I made it about like purpose and like what is one's purpose in life. And I like that video, but upon looking back at it, I was like, I feel like I'm stressing myself out too much with it, where I'm trying to be like, okay, time to find a purpose, time to figure out what I'm supposed to do so I can keep doing that. Like, I think that's pretty typical for like someone in college to be like, okay, I need to figure it all out right now, or like I'm screwed. Because I mean, it is true, like a lot of people are starting to figure out like, okay, here's kind of what I want to do, here's kind of what I want to major in, and I'm just like, I'm completely lost. And so I was trying to think, how can I find a passion? How can I like find something that really drives me? And so I feel this sense of fulfillment that makes me want to keep going. Because I can't lie, after this first like semester of college, I have been so exhausted and so burnt out, and part of that is due to just my mindset being terrible, beating myself up all the time, but part of it too is because I feel like I'm not doing what I'm meant to be doing, and trying to figure out, okay, what is gonna bring me that sense of purpose that will just kind of fuel me so that even when I am tired, I'm doing something I'm passionate about. I'm doing something I love so that I can keep going. So essentially, that's what this video is going to be. It's going to be another kind of rambly one, but I figure it's fun for me to film, and that's what we're all about here, is having fun. So I've literally been taking like post-it notes and documenting notes all week because I'm like, I need to have like a coherent plan. So I think where I want to start, and again, this is kind of all relating back to that like sense of purpose, but more so a sense of fulfillment, because I think that getting a sense of fulfillment is what inspires your purpose. A lot of what I've been thinking about is what I'm meant to be doing and what I want to be doing, and I guess what my brain wants me to be doing and what I want to be doing. I feel obligated to follow certain paths, where I feel obligated right now, for example, to start looking into summer internships, and I feel obligated to take a ton of really hard classes, and I feel obligated to do all these things. And yes, there are going to be hard things that we have to do sometimes, but it shouldn't be the sort of thing where I am just like fighting myself to do these different things in life. Like, it shouldn't just be like a constant struggle and I'm like working against myself to do what I think I need to do. That is really what my brain wants to do, because as I mentioned, I have OCD, and it really wants to feel the sense of like other people are perceiving me in a certain way, are perceiving me really highly, or are looking at me and are like, oh, okay, you're doing what you're meant to do, you're succeeding. Like, that is kind of what my brain feels that it needs to do, always be succeeding in the minds of other people. And so I think that's really hard, because it is like, it fuels me to do these things, but I shouldn't be doing everything in life out of stress or out of this feeling of an obligatory productivity where I'm working, but I'm like, but why am I working? Like, why am I doing all of this? I hate all of this. And again, there's going to be stuff we dislike, but it shouldn't be that we're completely working against ourselves to get stuff done as well. That kind of inspired me to think, okay, if this is what my brain wants me to do, if my brain wants to be perceived highly, then, and everything I'm doing is coming from that, then what do I want to do? And from that, I have a lot of notes, so buckle up. From that, I realized I struggle to figure out what I want to do because it's just a lot easier to do what you think you're supposed to be doing. It's so much easier. The world is set up in a certain way, so it's like it rewards people who do certain things, such as I mentioned, like the internships, the hard classes. It's like, yes, it is important to do those things, but not when it's completely against your will. If you want to do something, that's going to drive your continuing, and that you're going to find success in that, and your contribution to the world is going to be out of something you like. Like, nobody has gone and done something they just absolutely hated and everyone's like, oh wow, you really made an impact. It's like people find something they're incredibly passionate about and feel incredibly fulfilled, and that's how they contribute, because it's just themselves that they are inspiring to keep working. But it's hard because you're like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing, because it feels like I'm doing the right thing right now, but it feels like that to everyone else, but not to me. I think another interesting thing is that, and maybe this is again just me, just OCD, but I feel that all the time I want to be perceived in a certain way. And I've already said that, but like I want to be perceived highly. I want to feel success. And that's natural. I mean, people enjoy feeling validated for their hard work, but it feels like that's the only thing that's driving me. And it feels like the only thing that makes me get involved with certain things or pursue certain things is because I'm worried about how people will see me if I don't do those certain things. And that's exhausting because, again, it's not coming from me, it's coming from fear. And I was trying to think, what is going to make me realize that I figured out what I want to do? And I think there are a couple ways that I've found that. So first thing is, okay, I'm going to start this confusing and hopefully it'll make sense as I go. Basically, I feel that when I'm so concerned about being perceived, I am not doing what I want to do. And I feel that I am only worried about what other people are going to think. As I mentioned, the like summer internships, it's like the ones that I've been like looking at and thinking about, it's like the only reason I'm considering it is because I feel like, oh, my peers will think highly of me because of this, or like employers down the line will see this and be like, oh, that's a really good thing. And again, I'm not arguing against doing all of these things. I'm saying that if it comes out of stress and comes out of a feeling of obligation, then that's not going to be successful in the long run, because you will burn out. If it's not something that is like fulfilling you and fulfilling your purpose and fulfilling who you want to be and your passion, you're gonna burn out at some point because you're not doing whatever you're doing for you, and that's exhausting. And I'm getting to a point right now where I'm like, I can't bring myself to get any work done because I feel like it's not for me. It's not what I want to do. Thinking about, okay, if my only concern is to just show other people that I'm doing this, that's not my passion. It's okay, like obviously it's okay to share lives with other people and explain what's going on, but it should come out of a sense of like, oh, I'm really proud of this thing and I want to tell this person, or I want to tell everyone, but because I'm proud of it. And if they don't acknowledge it, or if nobody ever hears that I've done this, I'm okay with that. Like, I'm okay if nobody ever learns. Like, okay, this connects, I promise. I will play Minecraft for hours. Hours and hours. I will do tons of stuff in a world. It's great. I love it. But I don't need people knowing that I like play Minecraft. I mean, obviously I've just shared it now, but like I'm not going around being like, guess what, everyone, like I played Minecraft today and I did all of these things. It's like, that's just for me, and it just makes me feel happy. It makes me feel accomplished and it's fun. And like, I still do give people unsolicited Minecraft updates. Like, someone's gonna hear what's going on in my world, but if someone just gives me like a, okay, not interested, or like, I don't really care, it's like, that's fine. I'm still happy about it. But if I do like an internship where I'm like, I hate it, but I think that people will think highly of me, it's like, I am relying on them giving me some sort of validation, and I'm only going to feel a sense of completion and a sense of satisfaction if I get the response from other people that I'm looking for. That's kind of how I've been trying to look for my passion first, and trying to feel a sense of fulfillment first, is what do I do where nobody else has to validate me, where I can just validate myself. It's hard because again, I've been so out of touch with who I am and just doing things for other people for so long that I really have lost sight of, okay, what do I want to do? But I feel a sense of like, okay, it's coming back to me. It's, again, I mentioned in the last video that I really enjoy dance, and it's one of those things where it's like, it's fun to perform and it's fun to like spend time with friends, but it's like, if nobody ever heard that I'd done dance, it's okay. Like, it's for me. It's not for anyone else to tell me if it's impressive or not, or to tell me how good I am at it. It's just for me. And I feel I need to start looking that way towards like the rest of my life, or the like, I guess, professional aspect or the like student aspect of my life. Like, I need to start thinking in that way. I guess the next thing that I've been doing is, I remember when I was really young and everything you were doing, it was not to be perceived by other people, at least for me. I felt that I was just doing my own thing. And again, I would appreciate when someone would be like, oh, wow, that's really impressive what you did, or like be proud of me. But it's like, I'm doing everything because of my own desire to do so. And so I would do different craft projects because it was really fun, or I would run track and field because I loved it. Like, I absolutely loved it. And it wasn't because I was like, oh, how is someone else going to see what I'm doing? It's just because I'm thinking, this is fun. I'm enjoying it. And if nobody ever tells me, like, oh, wow, you're doing a good thing, I'm still going to want to do this thing. It is not relying on validation from other people. It's just a feeling of, I want to do this. And then that all led me to realize, I think that finding a passion or a sense of fulfillment in life is thinking, I don't want to have a tangible result from this. I don't want to have like a metric. I don't want to have a like qualitative, like, I completed XYZ. You think about how you feel. That has been huge for me recently because, oh gosh, what do I want to use as an example for this? Part of me that always has been like, oh, how cool would it be to go to like an Ivy League school? Or how cool would it be to go to like Stanford? And so, but I've been thinking about it more and I'm like, am I looking at that because I would enjoy it? Or am I looking at it because that is a quantitative metric? I would have on my like diploma, I would have like, went to an Ivy League, which is like obviously really impressive. But I'm not like romanticizing, I guess you could say, the feeling of being there and the feeling of, you know, this is really where I want to be in life right now. And I'm only thinking about like, okay, other people will perceive this as really highly regarded. Again, I'm not saying like, don't strive for big goals. Like, obviously, go big. You got one life. Do everything you can. Do the incredibly hard things. Do the things that you think you can't do, but you prove yourself wrong. Like, do the hard things, but do them because you want to. And I've realized recently, I don't think those dreams really ever came from me. I think it came from, again, a fear of being perceived. The reason why I would pursue so many things as a little kid is because I felt like good doing it. I would feel incredibly fulfilled. I would feel happy. I would feel just this kind of lightheartedness that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing because it's something that makes me feel enjoyment. And that's what would fuel me. And I would not try and get these quantitative metrics. Like, I can't lie, I was pretty good at track and field back in my day. Definitely not now. But I would do pretty good at it. I would get like ribbons. I went to the like little championship for elementary schoolers one time and like did pretty good. Or I think it was middle school. Yeah. Besides the point. I would do all these things and I would feel not that like, okay, I'm going in for the ribbons. Like, I'm going in because I want to show everyone that I'm like the fastest. I would go into it and be like, I'm gonna have so much fun today. This is gonna be the greatest time ever. If nobody recognizes me as fast or really good at jumping or tells me good job afterward, or if I get no ribbons, I am still gonna be glad that I was here today. That's kind of how I want to approach the rest of my life, where I'm thinking, you know what? If nobody ever tells me good job, or if nobody ever looks at me and goes like, you're really good at this, or like, you're really impressive as a person, like, I'm gonna be okay with that. I need to find things where it's just for me and I can fuel myself. And I'm not saying that validation is not a good thing and it's not appreciated, but it should also come from you. It should be that you are telling yourself that you are deserving of being here, that you're doing the right thing, and that's going to be so much more powerful and so much more frequent than if someone else is feeding you that information. If you're trying to seek validation from other people, they're not always going to give it to you. In fact, it's probably going to be pretty rare. And so if you can validate yourself and tell yourself that you're doing the right thing and you're in the right spot, that's going to be a lot more frequent and a lot more valuable to you in the long run. This is already a very long video. But that's kind of what I've been thinking about is I want to start looking at my life not as a collection of metrics and as a resume and as a like bullet point list. I want to start looking at my life more of feeling, thinking like I've done these different things not because I want to be regarded in a certain way, not because I want to put this on my resume, not because I'm thinking about employers. I'm doing this because it's fun. I'm doing this because I enjoy it. And the things that you enjoy and the things you find to be a passion in life, that is going to be what carries you farther. Because if you're doing something that's not what you enjoy doing and you're only seeking validation from other people, you're going to burn out when you're not given that response of, oh wow, you're doing a great job. It's like you need to do something where you feel fulfilled and you feel the validation, but it's coming from you. I think, yeah, we'll see where that takes me, and I will still update, of course, with where that ends up taking me. Okay, this video is gonna be a little bit longer, but I've been thinking recently, when I started going on that tangent of like, oh, what did little me really enjoy doing? And I was like, okay, arts and crafts projects. And I was like, you know what? She was obsessed with space and space sciences. She thought black holes were the crazy coolest thing you could have ever thought of. And the formation of the universe was just mind-boggling. And like I would watch videos and I would read books and I would do all of these different things to like immerse myself in this subject. And it wasn't because I was like, oh, someone else is gonna think I'm really cool because I have black hole facts. No, it was because I was genuinely interested in it. And I've been thinking about it recently and I'm like, I am decent at math and I've never taken physics before. So jumping straight into astrophysics would be frightening, but I think it's something that I could stick with. And so as an example, that's something I'm kind of kicking around is like, I've been studying the biosciences and I'm very interested in chemistry and biology. But yeah, I've been thinking about it. I'm like, at the end of the day, I guess unwind by watching like a space facts video, or I have like books that I love to read about like meteorology or astronomy, stuff like that. And so I'm like, you know what? This doesn't have to just be like an interest of mine. Like, I don't need to make my job into something that's going to be miserable. I can do something that I'm really interested in just because I'm interested in it. And again, it's crazy because again, I have very little math and physics experience. And so to say like, I'm going to become an astrophysicist is probably out of the cards, but I don't want to ever stop myself from saying that I can do this. So we'll see. We'll see if that's something that I kind of start to look into. And again, it's one of those where if it was something I was super uninterested in, I don't know, what would a career I'm really not interested in? Engineering. I could never be an engineer. I absolutely cannot see myself being an engineer. And so if someone was like, you're gonna become an engineer, I'd be like, that's gonna take so much math that I absolutely never want to do. And no amount of money could make me pursue that career. And so it would have to be like, it would only need to be validated by other people. With astrophysics, I'm looking at it and going like, you know what, this is gonna be insanely difficult. This is gonna take a ton of work, but it's something that I don't mind if I'm bad at it. And I don't mind if I like learn through hard work. And so, yeah, that's kind of, again, just to provide an example of kind of what I'm talking about. But yeah, and with that, that's gonna be the end of the video because we now have more content to edit, which is spectacular. Good times, love editing, fun stuff. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I need to say thank you again to everyone who's like watching the videos or subscribing or liking or commenting. I absolutely love like reading your guys' stories or having you follow along. It makes me feel that I'm like doing the right thing, connecting with the right people, and it's just a really cool feeling to be like I'm starting to build this community that I've really wanted to have through my life to kind of help me with my mental health and help me get my life back on track. And so, yeah, thank you guys so much for being here, and I will see you in the next one. Thumbnail time! What do we want a thumbnail today? I don't like thumbnails. We know this. You know what? We're just gonna screenshot something I find in this video, and that is gonna become the thumbnail.